Hi guys, this is Holistic Health with Harry, our Realized Talk Show. Today on the other side of the world, almost, we are joined by Samuel G. Cohen. How are you, Sam?
Good, thanks. Good to see you, Harry.
Yeah, it's good to make this
Happy
connection.
to join you.
So you are kind of famous in the urine therapy community and many other things. I don't want to label you as just one thing, but drinking through the nose is your thing, right? Drinkingthroughthenose.com.
Yes, totally. It's been 20 years now. I only did drinking through the mouth for a few months, and then I went straight to the nose and the mouth within a few months because my friend Kelly Ra Saliba, as a lot of people will recognize, discovered the nasal himself in London, and then we were able to start, for me, like right at the beginning, to start using both the nose and the mouth.
Yeah, cool. So nose and mouth. That is interesting. It's definitely a novel way.
He discovered it himself. Yeah, totally. Really a higher way, like to reach your nasal cavity, to reach your olfactory receptors, your neurons. You know, the nose is the most direct channel to the brain out of all the senses. From what I've been reading, and I've sensed that myself. I've picked that up, by drinking through the nose for 20 years.
Yeah, you got some powerful information in your book that you reminded me about. So yeah, the nose is like a direct portal to the brain in a simple way of putting it. It's literally the access through which I guess, Sam, the air that you breathe through your nose goes to the lungs, yes. But I mean, doesn't some of it go to the brain too? Like straight from the nose to the brain and before it gets to the lungs, or does it go to the lungs to the brain? If that makes any sense. Does it go?
Yeah, I mean, the olfactory receptors, they pick up particles, They pick up particles in the breathing, your receptors. So oxygen particles, I mean, yeah, I'm not so versed in the actual breathing side of it in terms of the nasal. I know that it's much better to breathe through your nose, oxygenating your blood.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm sure exactly that it's, yeah, better for completely your nasal passage, totally, yeah.
Yeah, it's very powerful cleansing when I've done it for the brain, particularly. I mean, it's great for the whole body to do drinking through the nose, anything, and especially the urine. But I mean, yeah, it goes to the brain, and this is a key aspect of higher self. Like it's the higher chakras are contained in here, right? The highest chakra. So it's very spiritual. I feel like a very spiritual practice too, as well as a physical one.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? The third eye, the pineal gland, the hypothalamus, the frontal lobe, all gets cooled also when you're drinking through the nose. It's cooling your head inside, from inside. The only way to really cool your head from the inside is to drink cold drinks through your nose. Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful. Yeah, inflammation of the brain, isn't that? Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, all these brain issues could be, wow, I hate to say solved, but helped with drinking through the nose.
Also, children and babies, they often put caps on a baby to cool the brain, to avoid like brain damage or autism if there was maybe quite a stressful birth. They found that cooling the brain helps the baby. So putting cool liquid in a baby's nose or putting it in the child's nose to reverse effects from vaccines or from neurological damage, all these kind of things. Yeah, totally.
I love it. And yeah. I mean, when I put urine on my hair and my face, it feels like it cools down my brain too. But I feel like this is better, in my opinion, this is better access through the nose because there's no barrier. There's the skull. It does go through the skull, I think, but I think that if you go straight through here, there's direct access to the healing powers of the brain. And also, do you not think it decalcifies the pineal too, or makes it bigger?
Yeah, I do sense that absolutely. With like also I'm practicing Sahaja yoga meditation, which is the raising of the Kundalini through all the chakras and the central channel right to the top of your head. So it's all related to nasal drinking and meditation and using the affirmations to raise the Kundalini. So absolutely decalcifying the pineal and decalcifying the Sahasrara, Brahmandara, top of your head that gets blocked. When we're children, puberty and 5, 6, 7 years, it starts to get hardened. This part of our head as we become a separate identity, separate, self. All related. Yeah.
That's
Do you ever
powerful.
cool the urine? I was going to ask you, Harry. Do you ever like cool aged urine or put it in with cold, like in the fridge or with ice or like
This is a very timely question, the synchronicity. So I'd made a video recently. My kind of discovery, or at least I don't think many people talked about, is that boiling, you might disagree with me, but my discoveries are boiling and warming the urine actually takes away a bit of the medicine power. Now, that's not an issue because the Shivabu Kalpa said you can boil it. And I'm just making a point that I've noticed it becomes less effective and it becomes less structured. Now, that ties in what you just said, because the opposite of boiling would be freezing. I feel like it definitely doesn't take away from the power by putting it in the refrigerator. There's no harm done. But I actually go one step further. I want to do experiments because I feel like it actually it ages it quicker. That's what I'm trying to say. If you put it in the fridge, I've got a funny feeling that it goes quicker into aging process. But I don't know yet. But it just makes sense because you know, the urine as it ages becomes, the power of urine, in my opinion, is structured water. It becomes super structured. Becomes between a liquid and a solid, like a liquid crystal. And how do you make it more liquid crystal quicker? By freezing it, by putting it in the cold. So the cold is beneficial to it. Yeah, that's what I feel.
Well, you could add ice to it, and add some distilled ice from distilled water.
Yeah, please do. Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah,
try it. Let me know. I feel like this is,
coconut.
Yeah, this is the future.
I've got a freezer here in my place. I've got a freezer, so I'll freeze maybe some coconut, little coconut tray. I'll put some coconut water, freeze it, and then add that to the elixir, and then see what the effects are. Because cold is so good for your head when you drink cold, particularly in a hot country. Benefits, it just goes up.
Yeah, let me know how that goes. I'm pretty sure it would really give you some powerful things. Now, you also said something I was going to ask you next question to you. You mentioned it. You said you do Sahara yoga. What is Sahara yoga? Sahara yoga. What is this kind of yoga, and is it an all-encompassing system?
Yes, exactly. It's a complete form of yoga, meditation that's combined. First comes the yoga, the union, and then comes the meditation. Once you get the union in yourself, then you spontaneously get the meditation, and to get to a state where you're not able to think, because when the Kundalini rises, all the thoughts come out and get blasted away. So you're not even able to think any longer. And not that you want to think, you know, you don't want to think unless you have to. Of course, you can focus on things much better, but just that constant chit chat in your head dissipates. So it's called Sahaja with a J.
Sahaja yoga. Cool.
Sahaja yoga meditation, So it's a Kundalini yoga that is raising the Kundalini yourself. Not that someone does it for you, you do it yourself. You are your own master from day one. And we just guide you how to do it by saying the correct affirmations, putting it onto your chakras, on your body, your hand, and saying the affirmations. And this activates the Kundalini yourself. Also, the lady who started it in 1970, exactly 50 years ago, just a few days ago, this is Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. She started Sahaja Yoga in 1970, and just to say, you have to be your own master, and that also you don't pay for this. You're not allowed. It's not supposed to pay for this.
Oh, right. Free service. Volunteering. Donations based, is it? Donations based work? Or?
Not for the actual meditation. It's not allowed. But you can, for the hall, for the room, we can donate. You know, once you're further in, if you want to help, that's different. But for the classes, it's always been free. I've been going to classes for 20 years, and I never had to pay for a class. Just I volunteer there, you know, and help out. All over the world, they're free.
And is it something that you get better with time, or is it quite easy to do from the very beginning when you participate?
Yeah, I'd say both. Like some people, they pick it up really fast and they can really advance quickly, and some people they take longer and they want to enjoy it slowly. And you know, it's very much like individual journey. You know, it's very unique.
It sounds fascinating. I need to. Yeah, I remember you posting, and I was definitely curious at the time. And there's so many things for people like myself that I'm open-minded to everything, and I want to try everything. I'd want to give it a go. I want to experience the power of these things. I know, so I'm going to get around to it at some point. I think you said there were centres in London. Was the one I think you put a promotion for, but I'm pretty sure they'd have them around the world, right, in big cities.
Yeah, I mean now they're not allowed at the moment. All over. Midlands, you live in the Midlands or Sheffield, is it your state?
It was. Now I'm in south of London, actually, near the sea, kind of near the sea, between London and the sea.
Oh, you moved?
Yeah, I'm with my parents at the moment. I was by myself, and now I can't afford to be. I've got to be with my parents, save money. So,
Okay, I've seen some pictures of you with your family. Okay.
yeah, yeah. With my parents at
Cool.
the
All right.
moment. Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Cool. Okay. Well, yeah, they'll be around there, I'm sure, when things start to open again, hopefully soon.
Mm.
In this,
It did cut up a little bit, quite a lot
yeah.
actually. So I guess you were saying that when I asked you the question around the world, it cut up a little bit. So there were centres all over around the world, aren't there?
Yes.
Like, mm,
There are centers all around the world for free. Yes.
mm,
Yeah.
cool.
They're around the world for free. Yeah, totally. And in England also. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's breaking up a little bit, but I'm getting some of it coming through. Can you hear
Can you hear
me?
me?
Yeah,
Are you there?
yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah, mm,
I can hear you. Yeah. It's just
mm.
it does freeze a little bit.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's very true. So yeah, I
And
think
hopefully,
everyone should look into this this meditation and yoga, and it's all complete package of and definitely I feel like there's a couple of roads to the same goal, like the Kundalini rising. And I think this is a great way. And people should explore the highest potential to get to that place of the goal is the same for everyone. It's to try and really, like you said earlier, explode the Kundalini and experience that opening of this blockages, from a lifetime of, I don't know,
yes,
trauma. So,
conditionings. Yeah,
mm,
totally. False ideas we get. We identify with the false self through school and our parents and society and your friends,
mm,
community, isn't it? It's all like everyone plays along in the same game, and it's misidentifications, isn't it? We're not
yeah,
divine, that we're limited, or we can't do this. She's not very good at that. He's not good at that. It's all like false, like lowering us, limiting ourselves, isn't it?
absolutely. Yeah. And we're all powerful beings that have been given a mission here on earth to really achieve our highest potential, and all of these things are pushing us away, and things that you promote and we promote and we're going to help. They're all going to help in that higher consciousness realm. So, yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about
Yes.
how you got into Taoism? Because I'm with you on Taoism. I love it. And what drew you to the Taoism ways and practice, and what do you practice in terms of Taoist techniques and stuff?
Yes. Well, having met Kelly, I got like a whole package from Kelly, from Sahaja Yoga, what he showed me, which is a whole
Mm,
package in itself. And then he showed me about the urine therapy, that he'd already met people and shaped his own views and practiced it for like maybe 5 years just through the mouth. And he was a good swimmer. I also love swimming. He's very good. He was very accomplished. So he would find that going to swim and drink his own elixir and then swim, and he would just be able to keep going and going, in the pool. And then he also found the Taoism as well, and came to see me and said, you've got to see this as well. You've got to learn about the benefits of semen retention and not
mm,
ejaculating. And it took me about maybe 7 years or 6, 7 years to kind of get my head around it. I've got to say that, because
mm,
you might do it once and then it kind of the next day you don't maintain it. You release it, or you maintain it for a few hours or half the night, and then you end up releasing. Eventually, it kept happening like this for years, and then eventually I discovered that okay, I could actually. It was almost like a movie. I actually got to feel it by the woman saying let's stop, and then I had to play a game of football that evening, and I wanted to play, and I was the best player on the pitch, and I much
mm,
better than I usually am. People were bouncing off me. I was like jumping around. Also, the elixir was helping because of that drinking through the nose. My own water was keeping the stamina so I could keep running.
mm,
But then I was really tough, and I'm quite a slim guy, but everyone was just bouncing off me. They couldn't get from because the strength was coming from within me because I hadn't released with this woman,
mm.
right?
Yeah,
So
that's
that's when I
power.
was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. And then for a few weeks, I kept playing the same half. Yeah, I kept feeling it. And then I did release, and then I wasn't as good in the game. Like a few weeks later, it kept going for a few weeks. Then I once I released, I was like not as good. And my friends even said to me, "What happened to you? Well, you were so good the last few weeks." I said, "Oh, I didn't have a good night or something like this."
Mm,
I sussed out the benefits of actually maintaining the lovemaking, for weeks, for months.
mm. That is
Like
so
a
powerful.
teamwork, like in a movie or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so powerful. Thanks for sharing that. So yeah, you're almost saying like you learned from your own hard experience because you'd heard of it. Someone put the seed in you of semen retention. You didn't get it until you had these experiences of like, hey, I'm at a higher level of myself now, holding it in with a partner. And by the way, that's key. You know, another key, I think guys think that semen retention is a celibacy single thing and you don't practice it when you are with a partner. And actually what you said is like the opposite. And I agree with you. Like semen retention is something you still practice and can practice and should practice when you're with a partner that you love. Should still be maintained, or at least to the best of your abilities.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. It's like alone and with a partner, both apply. You know, alone you don't want to release at all. You know, because you just need to meditate and be celibate. And I often have no partners at all. You know, for months, and I'd rather be with one and long term and just really, you know, develop something long term. You know, and right now I'm not with anyone, so it's just like it's just the best way to keep yourself calm, meditate, and you know, be in the love frequency and volunteer, do some good things to really channel a lot of that vibration that you might have in you. You know, just do good things.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I also feel like there's conditioning in from
just something in
oh
your
yeah.
Wi-Fi.
It's just breaking up a little bit, so I'm not sure when to talk and when to listen. So yeah. It's okay.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay, so like, yeah, I hear everything you're saying is very powerful, and I feel like there's conditioning we're brought up with that there's an association between ejaculation and part of the process of sex that we need to break from, and that will send the energies, the sexual energies you talked about, up into the kind of, actually it links in with the yoga meditation that you do, and isn't it? All of this is all sending up the energies to the higher centers, than not keeping it down there and out, and really it's powerful. And I feel like it's a mission of ours now to really get guys into with partners to really preserving that as long as possible. And there's other ways and higher, there's this full body orgasms, there's many levels that the Tao's taught us that I think is really powerful and true.
Yeah, we can have also orgasms, mini orgasms while we're making love, where you're just enjoying the whole ride and you get close to that moment, to climax, but you don't have it. And that's like also a way of really feeding yourself with the chi, you know, from the lady, from yourself. You're feeding your brain, which, like you said, is the roots, isn't it? The brain. Like the roots are, you know, upside down of our body is the roots, is our brain. So with the drinking of the elixir, the drinking of coconut, whatever else, and then the love making is taking it up, and then the kundalini is rising. Like you said, it's all coming up. Yeah, the roots.
Yeah. That's crazy. Have you experienced any full body orgasms? I think that's a very high level that kind of Tao talks about. Have you experienced anything close to that or similar, interesting, that peak experience?
Yeah, I'd say I've got close to it, but I wouldn't say I've had the complete one. But I have had some fantastic, you know, in the past, wonderful levels of bliss and joy and healing and rejuvenation. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to know if you've had the complete one because I suppose until you've had it, you don't know. But I'd say probably I haven't then. Otherwise, I would know it. But I've got close. I've got such healing benefits from being with a loving partner and not ejaculating, and then for like several days and meditating after. It's like, wow, your meditation is like really, you know, it's enhanced completely. Your thoughts just have no way to get in because you've been intimate with a loving partner and you channeled it. You haven't thrown it away for some pleasure or something, you know?
Yeah, that's fascinating. So the benefits of these things last for days and days, and it's almost like anything we do, psychedelic plant medicine, they really last, and that's powerful. Because another thing as well, in the Tao I love is the idea of the valley orgasm. So it's like not exactly a short and quick and high, it's more like a slow build up and just a nice subtle thing, as opposed to what we come to expect as like this nice quick 2-second high and it's over, and then you get that energy loss, isn't it?
Yeah. Totally. I know it's so conditioned on me, and through like movies and blue movies, you know, everyone when you watch when you're a teenager, you know, it's just ingrained in a lot of people. Yeah, in society and in Hollywood, you know, it's like the man comes and that's it. It's all over. It's just totally like upside down way to make love, you know.
Yeah, and make love as well. Why do we say make love? It actually is like a very kind of beautiful thing. It's not just a quick thing that we need to get over and done with in 2 seconds. So yeah, I'm definitely excited.
Really,
Yeah. I'm definitely excited myself to have a partner at some point in the future. Now, I thought maybe celibacy, I didn't understand the power of a partner thing. I thought I had to, semen retention, it couldn't work. But I'm starting to understand now, finally, in my journey, that I can have a partner and I can work really hard at Tao, really hard. Part of the problem with working hard is you've got to surrender too. So it's not about working hard and trying too hard. But I'm gonna get to, I feel like, my want to become a master of Taoism sex, but not Taoism generally. I just love Taoism. I love everything about I feel like it's an all-encompassing system. Right.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Nature, the Chinese and their way of combining with nature and intertwining, I know, it's very holy. Just much like in India, you know, in the yogis and the Taoists, we combine them all the teachings, the Kabbalistic teachings, you know, and the Islamic teachings, combine all the masters, all the prophets into one way, as we're doing now, you know.
Absolutely. Do you think?
I was with
Oh yeah, go on.
I was going to say about partner. Yeah.
No, go on.
All right, I was going to say about partner. That the you know, part of it is the trust and that you help each other, and also your love develops for your partner. You know, every day you're reinventing yourself. She starts to look different as well. You look different, and then it's not this like, as a lot of marriages can be quite stale because they don't know how to make love. They don't know about meditation. So your marriage for some people can be really draining and not be loving and not be evolving.
Yeah. That's so true. Definitely, it would enhance a relationship to the point where you can develop your consciousness together. You know, one person as yourself and me working by ourselves on conscious is brilliant. But if you have someone to help you in such a deep level, you can really share intimately, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, everything, and look at each other's traumas and dark side and shadow side and work together. Wow, it's the way I feel. The future is relationships. Dreams. Oh yeah, do you want to talk a little bit about because I think you said Kelly talked to you about astral projection, lucid dreaming. What's your
Yes. He's always on at me. He's on at me quite a lot about it. He's like, "How's it going with the dreams, G?" He's like, "Come on!" And I love that he does that. He keeps on at me because he's been through things that I haven't experienced yet. And he said to me that once you go through this thing, you're not the same again. You know, it really takes you to a high level once you're able to come out of your body and to see yourself sleeping, you know, and to feel there's a cord that connects to you. And he said himself that he's had experience of coming body before. That he's experienced this on his level.
What he experienced, he broke up. He just broke up when he said he's experienced something.
Coming out of his body, even looking himself in the room, like flying in the room, and then coming out of the window and being able to travel. Cool. He told me that he's had a degree of experience in this, even going up to heaven, and he'd have to tell you himself, you know, things that he's experienced, and seeing God. But not actually seeing God, but being, you know, in the presence, in the environment where Almighty is. But I'd love him to tell you this. So maybe you could have a talk to him soon as well.
Yes.
One-to-one, maybe. He'd really enjoy that. He'd love to talk to you, you know. You guys would really click. Yeah.
Oh, thanks for saying that. Yeah, I'd love to get an interview with him. And then when you guys are together again, let's smash out one with both of you together. That'd be brilliant. Yeah. But in the meantime, you're talking about what he did was astral projection. Is that correct? It's a form of astral projection?
Yeah, I mean, he said it's because, like, Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, the lady in the photo, has warned against it, as in to be careful about it because it's dangerous, astral projection, right? Now, she's also granted, you could say, Kelly, like, he's had the ability, and Kelly's understands Sri Mataji very much. He understands her very good. He's a devotee to her. So for him to be able to do this shows that you need to have foundations in yourself, that you can do it with the right foundations. If you haven't got good grounds, your environment is secure, your mantras, you know, your meditation is not secure, then it can be a dangerous practice to come out of your body. Many people don't come back, you know, they get trapped.
Body and I didn't know this. What does that mean? When they get trapped, do they die physically? What does that manifest as?
Yeah, I mean, going to coma. I'm not sure. It's just dangerous. Maybe you return, but you're not the same. You get some kind of traumatic experience, or you have some kind of seizure or stroke. It can be dangerous that your body is not then connected to your astral body, right? So it's not just for anyone just to start doing it. If they haven't got the right foundations, it's dangerous. But if we're able to, me and Kelly are able to write about it, maybe we can write a book on this. And I'm practicing myself lucid dreaming at the moment. That's the first stage. It's conscious sleeping, conscious dreaming, lucid dreaming. That's the first stage before you get into the higher realms of the astral traveling. So, and that is through first acknowledging that you're dreaming, you know, and looking at your hands or saying some words. There's certain techniques that some writers have done that work very good, and I've started to use some of them, where you can recognize that you're dreaming in the dream, and then you can start to shape the dream and to fashion it into your way and to do things that you want to do. And then as you wake up, then it gives you a lot of empowerment that you can then bring that awareness, that consciousness in your dream realms, you can bring it into reality. And then your day, your waking state becomes, excuse me, much more in tune with nature and with the higher realms of the mind. So that's the first step, yeah? And that's what I'm working on now, the lucid dreaming step, the conscious dreaming. I hope that's going through. You heard all that?
Yeah, well explained. It broke up a little bit, but we heard most of it. Yeah, so that was powerful. Yeah, lucid dreaming and these steps that are given to us. You're using the tools that are. It's not like we're reinventing the wheel with it. You're just using techniques that are proven, and that will get you to that place of consciously being woke up in a dream. And I would like to explain a little bit about. So you said about in the daytime, the lessons from the lucid dreaming helps the daytime. How does it help? How does lucid dreaming consciously in the nighttime help with your daytime stuff? Yes. Your daytime life.
Let's say that the ability to shape our reality in the waking state and in the dream state. Okay, the dream state, you might be able to, if you can master the lucid dreaming in the dream state, you also have to have good practice in the waking state.
All right, okay.
Where raising the kundalini and getting your attention like above your head daily, like what I'm doing in Sahaja Yoga and doing the mantras and the affirmations, that's helping me in my waking state to really become my true self, the spirit, not the body, not the mind, but with the spirit. And that I have a soul, and that I have a brain, and I have a body. I don't have a mind, that's a myth. But all these things I have, and the spirit is governing them, is guiding them. And the spirit is the divine in us. So you're listening to that?
Yeah, it's all coming through actually. Yeah, the video is not, but the audio is. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, audio is coming through.
Good. Okay, so you become the spirit. Your consciousness merges with the spirit. Yes, the eternal self, the part of you that is pure, that is not guilty, and is not worried about the future, and is not stressed about the past. You're completely in the now. So this is what Kelly's been practicing for 20. The grounds to keep you safe, and you can then, firstly, in the waking state, your daily practice becomes very simple, right? Your meeting of people and inside, your dream state is always very blissful and very insightful and very fun, and you get up. Are you getting all this?
No, this time we're not. It's broken up since the last checkpoint. Yeah, it broke up a little bit, quite a lot. I think. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just rewind it a little bit.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Know when it returns. Yeah, it's just there are some trees here and that disrupt the flow.
You
there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. So just explain a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. I can't see the video, but shall I keep talking, yeah?
Yes, I can hear you, so I think the audio will come out okay, I think.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm not sure where we got to, but dream states, yeah?
Yes,
so
yeah. I just wanted to explain a little bit about the dream state, how it benefits.
With nature.
Yeah, go on.
So, okay. I'll just give it a second maybe to catch up with the Wi-Fi, with the data coming through.
Yeah.
Yes. In the dream state, you want to merge them. So first, you're merging your consciousness. You're merging your consciousness with the spirit, with your true self, in the waking state. wherever you walk, wherever you are, you always calm states. You world, so that you are refreshed every time you go. Every time you go to bed, you are totally refreshed. Is it coming through?
No. Sometimes, mostly not.
So, yeah, maybe someone doesn't want us to say these words to each other or something.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying actually because it's really good. What you're saying is really good stuff. So yeah, I want to learn. That's why I asked that question too. I was like,
enjoying this. Yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot.
Okay. Shall we stop
A lot
recording?
of it's from Kelly.
Shall we stop? Because I
What
think
do you feel?
I feel like it's going to keep doing this. I mean, because last time, if I remember correctly, it works okay for the first 5-10 minutes, and then it seems to have a pattern of not working properly afterwards, which is weird. It seems like I don't know if that's a recurring pattern
I
thing,
know.
but I don't know. So I don't feel like it's going to
It might
get
just
better.
be like that someone's using it, you know, and then they stop using it, they're downloading something, and then it slows down for the Wi-Fi.
Could be that.
There aren't many people staying here right now. There's only like 3 or 4 people, yeah. Some of the Indian guys downstairs might be using it, and then they download something, and then it just slows down. So you know what I mean? It might be that too.
Yeah.
Which is cool, you know, we're sharing the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I definitely think I should put up this video. What I could do is I could edit some bits that like this bit we're talking to now. This bit I'd edit out. But I think I should put up and the ones previous. What I can do with it is put mini clips of loads of mini clips actually that came out good. There's a lot of you said that's into mini clips instead of just one chunk big one. I put it out into loads of mini ones. That'd probably be a good idea. Yeah.
Sure.
Although now it's working better. Now it seems to be. Now we're talking just normally. It's working better now, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it just me?
It is again. It is working better now. So you see if we can do another 5 minutes, maybe just dream parts.
Yeah, let's try it. So cover why the waking state why is it important for the waking state, lucid dreaming?
Yeah. So from what I've been reading and talking to Kelly and my own practice, doing Sahaja Yoga is getting the balance in yourself of merging your consciousness with the spirit so that you're not in the past and the future being always like harassed and feeling inadequate or feeling like better than everyone and over the top, like arrogant. You're in the center, okay, and your waking state is calm, and you meet people and you meet animals, and everything's in tune, everything's in balance, yeah. And then you want to bring that to the dream world, so that you are that same centeredness wherever you meet in the dream world, wherever you have to do your quest in the dream world, and you wake up feeling refreshed, and you complete whatever your tasks. You know, you don't have any stress from your dreams, and you don't have any stress from your waking state. So you want to get the two together, yeah, to merge the two together, so that from what I've gathered, the shaping your own reality, you can do that in the dream world, and you can do that in the waking world also. And we are divine beings. So if we are divine beings, then we have magical divine powers to do anything we want in both the dream and the waking, within the laws of divine science, you know, in that way, which is also unlimited, but within the miracle laws, you know, where we're not just going to have miracle right now every 5 seconds, but being here is a miracle. So we are miracles already. Yeah. Every second, isn't it?
That's super powerful. Yeah. Thanks for saying this. It's super powerful. I agree with you.
Was that good?
Yes. Yeah. Carry on if you want to.
So yeah, just grasping. So I've got a book here actually, which actually I really like this little book. Sorry, just to show you. I've had this book for about 20 years actually, right? So it's like a lucid dream book, yeah? And it's got the way they've written it is really beautiful in that it really does speak to you as a divine being. You know?
Who's the author of that book? Who's the author?
Yes,
is it Steve DiBaggio guy? It's quite a famous one. No, it's not.
It's Keith Harari and Pamela Weintraub.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you. We'll look into getting that one.
For a long time, this book, like maybe for 20 years now or something, I've had this book. And it stayed with me, even through some turbulent years where some of my books, I don't know where they are now, some of my objects that I had went, and it stayed around. And the way they speak to you is in a way that really is in tune with me and with Kelly too, like that you are divine, and Sahaja Yoga, same way. You are the spirit, you are divine. Don't limit yourself, you know, don't let someone else limit you. This is what Traumaturgy is always saying to you, speaks to you on a very high level. And the highest. And so now the book is showing you, and I haven't read all the book because I had it for a while, but I didn't have it. I didn't know where it was for a while. Then it returned to me. Yes, recently. So I've been reading it, and it's showing me really about how we can shape our reality in the waking state and in the dream realms, in the lucid dream realms. And this we're further explore. And maybe we can talk again in a couple of weeks or something, and I can tell you what developments I found because my dreams are really returning to me now, every day, really like clear.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This is
I'd love to
fascinating.
share with you again. We can like pick it up again.
Yes, please. I'm huge into dreams and the meaning behind dreams. And the fact you're remembering your dreams is obviously a very good sign for your consciousness and vibration level and what they mean to you. And yeah, your journey with lucid dreaming and to help other people and how to do it. Because I've always been fascinated by, I've only done it 5 times. And last year I was getting on a run and then it just didn't try. If you don't try, I've learned with the lucid dreamings, they don't happen by accident, rarely. You've got to consciously do stuff. You've got to try.
It's true. Yeah, it's so true, isn't it? Again, it's like discipline, you know, in the dreams and discipline in the waking.
Yeah.
Everything's like interrelated. I want you to talk to Kelly as well because he can tell you a lot about his experiences and his practice. Maybe for a while, but hopefully maybe when I'm in England again, you could talk to him one-to-one, and I can just put the computer for him and then.
Yes, please. I'd love that.
For half an hour too, you know, and you can ask him stuff yourself because I know you benefit a lot from that, and I'd love to watch that.
Oh, I'd love that. I would love to speak to him. Yeah, with you guys. Yeah, that would be amazing. By the way, you touched on a really good point. You made me think as well with so that you said that the waking reality is you can control the waking reality as well as the dream reality. I want to emphasize that point to people because I feel like I'm in the moment. I'm really consciously creating my waking reality to what I want it to become because I feel like life's a game here where I can really have high impact. So I'm playing the game of consciously manipulating in a good way my waking reality so that I can have more impact with people. I'm consciously, proactively all the time thinking, how can I have more impact? How can I change my reality physically in the waking day? How can I become more of a learner? How can I become more happy? How can I become more grateful? How can I raise my vibration in the waking reality? And that goes hand in hand, like you said, with the yin yang. Almost talking about yin yang. There's like daytime reality you can transform and control, and also the nighttime one with a lucid dreaming astral projecting you can control.
Totally. Yin is like lifting up, isn't it? Yin, like dreams, and yang is like the earth, you know, the waking state. Absolutely, it's the 2 polarities.
Yeah,
it's huge, and I really admire your approach and your attitude to all of this. And whenever I listen to you and I hear you talking, it's really inspiring. Just talking and your way, you know, it's very unique. I feel like you must be a galactic activation portal in the mind calendar. You know, you've got that way about you, like Kelly has too.
Thank you.
You know your galactic. Do you know your signature?
No.
Do you know what your sign is?
Oh, Gemini.
Look at it.
I'm a Gemini.
Okay. Let me try and use the 4G here and see if I can just look it up. If you give me your date of birth, is that okay with that?
Yeah, of course. 20th of June.
Okay. I have a feeling that you must be galactic activation portal. Not many people are. But Kelly is, and you've got that same vibration of just like universal activation all the time. You know, whenever I see you.
Cool. I feel the same way about you, and I feel the same way about you when you're talking. And a lot of us I feel like there's very deep levels to all of us that are just going on internally. We were always thinking about new ideas and connecting the dots. We're almost like dot connectors to what we're meant to be. We're doing here. I feel like that's what we are, dot connectors.
Yes. I see that, and humility as well. You know, like you said on the last video, that you always realize how much you can learn when you talk to someone. Just by even also hearing their voice and looking in their eyes, like through the video, we're transferring DNA. You know, and like I was talking to Mark English a couple of weeks ago. Very much the same. They're like, wow, we're just channeling through the video and through our consciousness before we meet as well. We're preparing in our mind and our dreams and our attention. You know, it's all enhancing. And, I mean, I really love that. You know, that each of us in the community, what a team of people on Facebook. You know, and some incredible beings that we're really intertwined with.
Oh, thanks for saying that.
Social media.
It's amazing. Social media is a transformational platform if you use it right, and we have blessed to have used it correctly and to found this path of people that understand us and we can teach and learn and grow from. It's all mutual lovings, and it's a transformational experience, and I'm in love with the social media and ultimately the internet, because it's the internet that's made this possible. You know, the thing
Totally.
that's
It doesn't
supposed to
seem to
be.
be working. Yeah, totally. I know. It's not working right now. Speaking of the
Mm,
internet, it doesn't seem to be wanting to.
mm,
But I can send you the link, and then you could
mm,
look it up. Your galactic signature.
mm.
It's a decoder, and then you can send it to me. I'd like to see it. We can post about it.
Yeah, do I Google galactic signature? What do I Google to
Yeah,
find it?
the website's called Law of Time, like LAW,
LAW, yeah.
LAW, Law of Time.org.
.org.
All one word, Law of Time.
Done.
And it should be like
Yeah,
galactic signature, and it should ask you for your date of birth
yeah.
completely. I'm an eagle. I mean, you might be an eagle too. I've got that vibration about you. I do feel a lot of kin with you. When I see you as well, I feel like you're like a brother, a cousin, you know, like your features and stuff. I do see a lot of bond
Yeah,
there through the eyes too. So
yeah.
I'm an eagle. So you might be an eagle also. What's
Oh,
your Chinese sign?
oh, I don't know actually my Chinese. No, I don't even know that.
You're Chinese.
I need to
Yeah,
find out all these
totally.
things. I'm fascinated by astrology. It's not anywhere near my mastery, but I believe in it. I know that it's so important. Like, so I'm
Yeah,
to get into that stuff for sure.
sure. What year are you?
87. Apparently,
What?
yeah,
Okay,
87 is the Indigo children, the last of the Indigo children. If you believe in that stuff, which
lovely.
yeah.
I do.
When
Rabbit.
you,
Make you a
when are you?
rabbit.
What year are you, Sam?
77.
77. Okay, so you're 42. 42 years old. 43. 42, 43.
42, yeah.
Mm.
42, almost 43. But you're a rabbit. Same with my sister is 75, so you're 87. That would make you a rabbit. If you're in the middle of the year, what
Mm.
month are you?
June the 20th, second day of the
Okay,
solstice. Not quite the solstice.
lovely, lovely.
Mm. Mm.
So yeah, you'd be a rabbit.
Cool. Yeah, this been awesome. Actually, the connection's got better. Have you noticed that? I think the connection's been fine now.
It
So,
has.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
something happened maybe.
with that being said, I think the connection will be fine for us to carry on a little bit and ask you, what
Please.
is something that I haven't asked you that you'd like to get across to people?
Hmm. Okay, well, I suppose some techniques that I do every day, and I've got a group on Facebook related to Sahaja Yoga meditation, and some of the techniques in there which actually cleanse us, yeah, and remove stress physically, physical techniques. So one of them is putting my feet in a bowl of salted water, cold water. And if you're in a cold country, you might use a bit of warm water. But it's just to meditate for 5 to 10 minutes every evening after a shower with your feet in the water, and you close your eyes and you put your hands on your lap like this. And we do affirmations that in Sahaja Yoga, they're in English, you know? So we would say, like, for this chakra, on the heart chakra, we say, I am the spirit, you know? It's got 12 petals, so we say it 12 times. Here you say, I'm not guilty, 16 times. So these are affirmations which our true self is not guilty, the spirit is not guilty. Also, we are our own master. You know, not somebody is your master. So when I first started Sahaja Yoga, that's made clear to me from day one that I am my own master. Even though I learn from the teachings of Shri Mataji, and I'm a devotee, this lady who passed 9 years ago, I am my own teacher. She's told me that from day one. So it makes you say, okay, so I am my own guru, and I'm also learning from people who are their own gurus, such as Kelly, who was drinking his own water, and a Taoist, and also learning about lucid dreaming. Himself, he was being his own master, and Shri helped him a lot with that too. To open this chakra, and also it takes away this identity of like ego, like I'm so great, I'm this great guru, right?
Mm.
Yes, you have to have your ego, but it's in a very kind of calm way, and it's balanced and it's enlightened, so you're not arrogant about it. Your feet are on the ground, but you play with the ego, you have fun with it.
Yeah.
You have a little laugh with people, or you might play the clown a little bit, just kind of keep a balance. Yeah, it's where you show me this, and beautiful. So foot soaking and using candle treatment, these are very effective ways to clean your chakras. Yeah, candle for the left side and the foot soaking for the right to cool the right, which is the fire. And this is like the cool side, the moon side, this is the sun side. Yeah, so those techniques that are like crucial to me every day. Foot soaking, or even here where I've got the sea, I'll do it anyway because I sleep much better every night when I have a foot soak. It takes off all the stress of the day. Yeah.
Do you foot soak in the sea or in?
No, I don't foot soak in the sea. I will just do it in the bathroom, but I do go in the sea, and I still have a foot soak after, even because to sleep at night, there's nothing that matches that meditation in the privacy of your own room.
Mm.
Just
Yeah.
There's phenomenal benefits from foot soaking, Harry. You
Yeah,
know,
so you said it's on the Facebook. How do people find this? People can find it for your Facebook group. You got a
Yes,
Facebook group on it?
yeah, they can join the group. It's called Sahaja Yoga Meditation with Samuel G. Cohen.
Done. I think I'm on your page. I'll have a look at that. I need to check out myself, going too deep with that stuff. So this is really cool information. Yeah.
I'd love you to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're full of wisdom, my friend. I love it. Is there any other protocols, physical health protocols that you could, or even any emotional, spiritual that you'd like to impart to tell people about?
Yeah, I'd say that. I mean, that's really as much now with the dreams and the nose drinking. Nose drinking is not just your own water, which is huge. You know, which I know that most of your followers, your listeners, would know about the elixir, right?
Yeah, the urine. Yeah,
Yeah. And fresh and aged. I haven't gone into aged that much the way you have. You know, I've got some here, and I'm aging it nicely. It's a lovely color, and I was going to drink some on the video last time. Remember?
Yes, we were. Yeah.
So I can go straight after this. I'm going to go have a glass of it straight after this. I mean, unless you want me to do it right now.
No, it's up to you, man. You intuitively feel that. If you don't want to, no, don't do it. No.
I'll go and do it. I'll go and do it after this class. I'm inspired from you so much. I'm going to go and drink it. It's about 2.5 weeks now.
Oh wow, yeah, that's powerful. That'll be a nice slow breath and high vibration love for that one. Yeah, I love the fact you're hardcore enough, and we get to this stage where we're just so open-minded. We want to try anything, and we're like, we know the truths of the truths of life are the opposites almost of what we've been told from birth. Like we've been told a lot of things, and that somehow we don't end up healthy and happy when we're told these things and to follow the paths of what they tell us to do. So we're just like, okay, let me try out the opposite. Let me stay open-minded to what other humans that seem to be happy and healthy do. And that's how we end up like drinking through the nose and lucid dreaming, astral projecting, Taoism, ejaculations as opposed to ejaculations, and all the crazy stuff. So
totally. I found that when I first drank my own water, when I first drank the urine, or urine, as a lot of people like to call it, I like to call it urine as well. Because
nice name.
When you say urine, it's got the yuck, like yuck, isn't it?
Yes.
And sound. So like urine gives it this elevation. When I first drank it, it was like denying everything that you've been told, you know, about how it's waste. You had to just drink that denial in a way, you know, swallow it, and really take yourself out of the matrix by drinking it, you know.
Yeah.
First day.
Yeah, oh, we never forget our beginning days of urine therapy. It's like you can't go with the waste anymore once you know, and once you know, you just got to try it. It's one of those things as well. People have just got to experience. If they don't believe in what you're saying in Sahara Yoga, astral projection, lucid dreaming, Sahaja Yoga. Sorry, Jay. Apologize. All these things are very. If you just got to experience it, and you'll know the truths of what we're saying and all these things. You know, it's just experience that teaches you more than a book, and more than teachers, and more than programming, because it's programming at the end of the day that stops you from.
It is. I know, isn't it? Once you experience it, that's something for you, individual gift.
Yeah.
In the universe. I know.
Yeah, this has been amazing, Samuel. We should definitely touch base the next couple of weeks with your dreams. Let's go deep with the dreams one, because I want to learn so much myself, and I know the audience will appreciate lucid dreaming, astral projection. It's to be honest, when you were talking, I was like, I'm like 1% knowledge of what I want to be at. Well, that's ego talking. What I mean is that my brain was getting confused a little bit because it's very deep. Like when you talk about the astral, the cord cutting, the cords, and it's a very deep topic that I've got interest in, but my brains aren't developed properly. So I'd love to tap into your brain on, and Kelly's too, on so much on dreams.
Research and he's given me some material to read that I can research, and I will do that, and I'll read this book, and I'll practice, and I'll use the aged urine also to help me.
Yes.
We'll speak again in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
See what else we can uncover.
Yes, let's do it, my friend. And hopefully you guys have got some value from this. This was it's a bit static. We apologize, but it's okay. We made a good connection here. So thanks everyone watching. This was Harry with Samuel G. Cohen, drinkingthroughthenoise.com.